Hello everyone, this is Arifa. I hope you all are keeping well. Before we dive into today's topic, I would like you to do something for me. Think back to the last week in your classroom. Was there a moment when your students lit up with joy? When they were actually learning, not just listening. They were smiling, connecting dots, and using the taught concept in their daily life. Now you have 10 seconds to imagine. Your time starts now. Close your eyes and picture the last week classroom. Scan the room in your mind when face lit up, smiled, asked, and used the idea. Mentally point to the first student you see, hold that image and one short word about them. Smile, question, or tried it. Got one? Amazing. If not, today's video is exactly for you. Let me share my story with you. I remember once spending 40-minute lesson drilling grammar rules in my class. And my students, they nodded, they repeated after me, and they copied the sentences perfectly. And I thought they have nailed it. But very next day, someone proudly wrote, "He go to school yesterday." And trust me, I was flabbergasted because they hadn't seen the difference. They just repeated after me. That was a moment which changed my teaching. I found a model, that APC model, Awareness, Production and Communication model, which is presented by Frank Bose. I hope you remember my last episode where I discussed about 3 Ps, which was presented by T. Noda. And now, let's start with stage 1, awareness. I call it aha moment. Awareness is the spark that students suddenly notice something. Have you ever played activity Spot the Difference? Let's play it. You will see 2 pictures on your screen. You have to point out 3 differences. You got 5 seconds to do this activity. Your time starts now. Fabulous. The little thrill you felt, that is awareness. Now let's try it with learning. You will see 2 sentences on your screen. You have to choose which one is the correct one. He go to school yesterday. He went to school yesterday. So which one is correct? Yes, number 2. See, I didn't teach you the past tense yet, but you discovered it. That's awareness. Letting your student notice and observing the patterns instead of spoon feeding the answers. Here comes the next stage, production. I call it practice zone. Here you're going to provide a sentence structure to the students and they repeat after you. For instance, you're going to tell them the structure of past tense, subject plus second form of verb plus object plus time marker. And you're going to give them an example. I dashed to school yesterday. So here they are going to use I went to school yesterday. Let's try. Now you will see 2 sentences on your screen. You have to use second form of verb. Let's start. I went to school yesterday. We dashed cricket yesterday. We played cricket yesterday. Well, it doesn't mean that you have to ask students to chant those sentences. Like you are giving concept of second form of word went and they have to use it in the same sentence. Like I went to school yesterday, she went to school yesterday, and they went to school yesterday. Give them different sentences. And it just reminded me of a Bollywood movie where an English teacher taught like she wants to go to laboratory, he wants to go to laboratory, and they wants to go to laboratory. So you are not going to ask your students to practice in that way. This stage is for drilling together, but not in that way. And it is considered as a sigh of relief for the students when they are practicing those sentences. You can see who are participating and who are not catching the concept. So you can help them. Now you have to try this and fill in the blanks quickly. Is it done? Now let's see the answers. See, this is a production. Safe practice. They are not just chanting the sentences went, went, went. They are producing and using the realistic sentences as well. Finally, here comes the last stage, the most excited one, communication, where students stop rehearsing and they start living the language and using it in their daily lives. Try this out. Look at the question on your screen and answer it. What did you do yesterday? So answers comes naturally. Don't peek into the notebooks, don't rehearse, just talk. This activity can be done in pairs. You can ask two students to share what did they do yesterday. They are going to exchange their thoughts with each other and it will help them to communicate well in their daily lives. And you know the biggest challenge is your students know the grammar rules, but they are unaware of using it in their life. That's communication, where students are creating knowledge. And they will make mistakes, obviously, but those mistakes will be genuine. And that's how learning escapes from the textbook and comes into the real life. Now we have to try this. Tell your partner about a time you got into trouble at school. Use past tenses. Or describe a funny incident from your childhood. Or interview your classmate what was the most exciting thing you did last weekend. Through these questions, they will start talking to each other. So according to Frank Bose, there are 3 steps: awareness, production, and communication. In my previous video, I have discussed about the 3 P's model, which was present, practice, and production. So awareness is at the present level, and production is at the practice level, and produce is at the communication level. And APC considered as the most flexible model. You don't need anything to prepare for it. You just need to use the whiteboard and do some activities in the classroom and try to involve them. So here is my request to the teachers: stop embarrassing the students in front of everyone and start guiding them. So here I would like to tell you one of my stories. One day I used a word, burdenized. Although this word does not exist. And one of my friends, she corrected me in a sarcastic way. Burdenized is not the word. I was so embarrassed and I stopped talking for a while. See, it happened in our classrooms as well. Our students stopped responding to us because they feel embarrassed. So their affective filter rises, confidence drops, and learning shut down. So my dear friends, I call APC is a secret, and teachers don't talk about it because it's everywhere. Whether you are teaching math in Pakistan, science in Italy, and physics in California, it works everywhere. Now it's your turn to try APC model activities in your classroom. And don't forget to share your experience in comments. So don't forget to subscribe my channel and keep practicing APC model in your classroom. See you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.